It is May 9th, 2016. This is the Watchman News, and I'm Mike Callahan. So it's been several weeks ago that we did a story that got quite a few views, actually, on the Panama Papers. It is back in the news again. BBC reporting the Panama Papers affair widens as database goes online. The Panama Papers affair has widened, with a huge database of documents relating to more than 200,000 offshore accounts posted online. The database became accessible from 1800 General Mountain Time at offshoreleaks.icij.org. I will have a link, by the way, to this story in the description. The Panama Papers have shown how some wealthy people used offshore firms to evade tax and avoid sanctions. The papers belong to the Panama-based law firm Mossack Fonseca, and they were leaked by a source simply known as John Doe. The company denies any wrongdoing. Last week, it issued a cease and desist order to prevent the database being made public, but the organization that has the documents, the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, appears to be going ahead. Who's been caught in the scandal? 10 things we have learned. Tax havens and the new politics. How assets are hidden and taxes dodged. The documents have revealed the hidden assets of hundreds of politicians, officials, current and former national leaders, celebrities, and sports stars. They list more than 200,000 shell companies, foundations, and trusts set up in more than 20 tax havens around the world. Among those whose affairs have come under scrutiny include UK Prime Minister David Cameron, Presidents Vladimir Putin of Russia, Petro Poroshenko of Ukraine, and Mauricio Macri of Argentina, along with the Argentinian football star Lionel Messi, Hong Kong film legend Jackie Chan, and Spanish movie director Pedro Almodovar. I know I'm butchering them. I apologize. Iceland's Prime Minister, oh my goodness, Sigmundur Gunnlaugsson, wow, how do you even say these names, resigned after the matter came to light. Mossack Fonseca says it has never been accused or charged with criminal wrongdoing. It says it is the victim of a hack. Offshore companies are not illegal, but their function is often to conceal both the origin and the owners of money, and to avoid tax payments. Some 2.6 terabytes of information, 11.5 million documents, was originally given to the German newspaper Süddeutsche Zeitung by John Doe more than a year ago. The paper allowed the ICIJ to have access. Through it, hundreds of journalists, including from the BBC, then worked on the data. Their reporting was published last month. The ICIJ insists that Monday's online database is not be a data dump of the kind used by the WikiLeaks organization. The ICIJ said the database will not include reports or records of bank accounts and financial transactions, emails, and other correspondence, passports, and telephone numbers. The selected and limited information is being published in the public interest. On Monday, 300 economists signed a letter urging world leaders to end tax havens, saying that they only benefited rich individuals and multinational corporations while boosting inequality. The existence of tax havens does not include the overall global wealth or well-being. They serve no useful economic purpose, the letter says. Last week, John Doe issued an 1,800-word statement citing income equality as his motive. He said banks, financial regulators, and tax authorities have failed. Decisions have been made that have spared the wealthy while focusing instead on reining in middle and low-income citizens. He revealed he had never worked for a spy agency or a government and offered to help law authorities make prosecutions in return for immunity. Although the name John Doe is used, the gender of the source has not been revealed. And this tells you a little bit about the papers here. 11 million documents held by the Panama-based law firm Mossack Fonseca have been passed to the German newspaper, which then shared them with the ICIJ. BBC Panorama and UK newspaper The Guardian are among 107 media organizations in 76 countries which have been analyzing the documents. The BBC does not know the identity of the source. So here we go. Let's see what happens from here, huh?